The Joe Rogan Experience.
No,
I wonder if
I
you
tried.
run a lot, the inside of your knees gets accustomed to it.
Like it gets a callus in there?
Yeah. Well, no, like it strengthens.
No.
Is that possible?
Cartilage is wears away at some point. It's just not made to do that
I don't
much.
know if that's true.
Look it up, baby. Cartilage is gone.
How do those fucking 100 marathon people, those dudes who run those ultra marathons, how do they do it year after year after year?
Because they can't do it their whole life. You do it for a chunk of time until your knees just get
But
shot.
imagine if it's just like if you're just a bitch, it gets to the point where your knees are shot. But if you keep going, you push through, your knees wind up fixing themselves.
Your legs just break.
Your legs callous over.
Well, it's like
And
there's a campaign for a great cyclist called Shut Up Legs. If you look up Shut Up Legs, it's like a whole thing about
What does it
him.
say? People worry about running ruins knees, but a new study finds the activity may in fact benefit the joint, changing the biomechanical environment inside the knee in ways that could help keep it working smoothly.
Maybe.
Carrying less weight is known to reduce risk for knee arthritis.
Come on.
Running may be good for your knees. That's the New York Times, you dummy. You don't know jack shit.
Okay.
Click
all right.
on that.
The
That's another
failing,
article.
the failing New York Times.
Shut your mouth.
The
What are you,
failing
Trump?
New York Times.
What are you, Trump? Lion Ted, Crazy
Who
Hillary.
wrote it?
Oh, no,
Who
it's
wrote it?
Lion Hillary, Crazy Ted. Many people worrying about running knees. New studies. My decades of running. Okay, but there's little evidence to support the idea, and a growing body of research suggests the reverse. Oh, this is clickbait. New York Times got us. Epidemiological studies of long-term runners show that they generally are less likely to develop osteoarthritis in the knees than people of the same age who do not run. Sometimes scientists have speculated that running may protect knees because it is often associated with relatively low body mass. Carrying less weight is known to reduce the risk of knee arthritis.
It's saying there's
makes
little
sense.
evidence to that it ruins your knees.
Oh.
Yeah, it's saying little evidence that it ruins your knees, but it also says some scientists have speculated running. So there's no evidence and proof. They're just saying this is
Oh,
also
I
a
see.
possibility.
Go back up to where it was. Oh, the widespread argument generally follows the lines that running will slowly wear away the cartilage that cushions the bones in the joints and cause arthritis, but there's little evidence to support the idea. That makes sense. Okay. So what I was saying, I was incorrect. I just tried to jump paragraphs. I missed the context of it. Well, that makes sense. Look, these fucking guys that I know, this is what I'm saying. These guys that I know that run all the time, they have good knees, and you would think they didn't. These volunteers, stop, go back. These volunteers visited a clinic where they had blood drawn from an arm. The researchers also siphoned off a small amount of synovial fluid, a lubricating fluid that reduces friction inside joints from the right knee. Healthy knees contain only, what is that word? Soupcon? Of the stuff? I don't even know what that word is. Arthritic or otherwise unhealthy knees tend to contain much more. Interesting.
All right, well, my knees are going to be good. I just, this is all speculative, too. There's not enough research supporting it, too, so who knows?
Well, it makes sense, though, that your muscles would be stronger, and then that would probably support your knee better than a person who doesn't exercise. I don't know.
But that cartilage wears out either way. Anybody you know that's a great athlete, they always say that the knee cartilage wears from so much wear and tear, especially like jumping a lot, like
yeah, but
basketball
that's
players.
different. Like that's explosive plyometric type movements. It's not running. Like running is just steady running.
Yeah, but it also depends on what you're running on, too.
But there's a difference between running. It's like going left, going right, and it's cutting and exploding to the left. Or, like a move that you would do on the court.
Right.
And then if you're running on a trail where it's got some dirt, you get a little cushion.
Yeah, there's some absorption there.
That was from 2017. This one is more updated off of a new myth-toppling new study that says that middle-aged runners do actually rebuild the health of their knees.
See, what did I tell you, Cheeto? I had an idea.
We'll see.
A myth-toppling new study of novice middle-aged runners suggests the answer is a qualified... what is the question again? Scroll up. Could it be that marathon training and racing are actually good for our knees?
Maybe. This is another one of these things.
New study, you son of a bitch,
Fuck you,
of
Jamie.
novice middle-aged runners suggests the answer is a qualified yes. The study finds that taking up distance running rebuilds the health of certain essential components of middle-aged knees, even if the joint starts off somewhat tattered and worn. What'd I tell you, bitch?
Show me the studies.
But the results also contain a caution. Marathon mileage could erode one vulnerable area within the knee. The study finds if runners are not careful.
But we won't want to talk about that because that's not what the article's about.
But what is that vulnerable part?
That's what I'm saying. That's what they do, though. They bury it.
Stop complaining like a
Fuckers.
Chicago person. Scroll down.
If I have the study, I was going to check that.
But what does it say? There was a one area it said.
That's what I was going to check in the study if it said
Well, just scroll down. I'm sure it'll tell us.
They're going on other studies down here. One must study, another study.
But what is it saying? What part of the knee? Focused on running activity, harms knees. Scroll down. The question is, is that the end of it? No.
It just keeps going.
Why do they do that when they break things up?
I can't stand that shit.
You have one free article remaining.
All right, subscribe
Okay,
to the
what is the
Times.
problem with the injury?
check.
What is
I'll
okay?
check.
Okay,
me
find the
second.
one. I would imagine cartilage is the big issue, and meniscus. When meniscus goes, if it gets blown out,
Then you're done.
Yeah, like if you twist your knee and you cut your meniscus.
Have you run a marathon?
No.
See, you're giving me shit about it. You wouldn't do it either. I wouldn't do a half either. I'm not doing it. I don't
Well,
want to run with all
okay.
those people.
Very specific spot. It says the improvement to the damaged subchondral bone of the tibial and femoral condyles was
Makes
found
perfect sense.
following the marathon in novice runners. So, and patella cartilage.
That's the bad part. That's what it does bad.
Worsening of the patella cartilage.
That makes sense.
It breaks it down.
Yeah, but can you fix that yet?
I mean,
Can't they fix that?
They'll give you those
Stem cells.
stem cells or
Well, I know that they do microfractures and shit. Like they do all kinds of different things to people to try to heal the cartilage in their knees.
right.
Yeah.
Run. I just realized how privileged running is. I was like,
Yeah.
I just get to run sometimes during the day.
Yeah, just so you don't get so fat from eating all the food you want. That's what's crazy.
So
all
much
the food
privilege.
you eat. Our problem in America is eating too much food.
Yeah, it's we have way too much access.
Yeah.
We're spoiled with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but I
mean-
just realized that at a time of my day, I get to go. I can run to the gym and then run home, and that's like a nice day I get to have.
Nice.
Lucky dude, man.
Nice.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't run a marathon because I don't like the people that do. That's genuinely it. You see all the people that get it, the thing, the culture. I don't want to be a part of it. No thanks.
You don't have to be, man. You could be a lone wolf.
Woo! Ringing the fucking bells and shit, taking the. I don't want to do any of that stuff.
You
No.
could put like Tibetan monk chants.
Yeah,
on
that's dope.
On your phone and just listen to that as you run. Boom, 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 boom. Didgeridoo music.
I would do that shit.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You just
And then my
Just
heart's like,
keep that thing going for
Yeah.
4 hours.
I would do.
You could
I
beat
would.
Oprah's
I
time.
would go run in the middle of nowhere before I'd ever run in an actual marathon planned thing.
Oh, okay. So you would run the 26 miles, like maybe you run a track.
No, it can't be on a track.
No?
Track. I've tried track. When I first moved to LA, I tried running at UCLA because my buddy got me a pass to go work out at their gym, and I did a track.
You get bored?
Miserable.
Let me ask you this: if you had a track, like a standard university track, that's
Yeah.
like how many feet is that? Like, what is that? A quarter mile? What's most?
Each
tracks?
lap is quarter mile.
Quarter
Yeah.
mile?
Yeah.
How many times do you think you can go around?
I mean, I
Think you
could
go around 100 times?
No, are you paying me?
Yeah.
I could do it as many times as you want to pay
What
me.
if you had a bet? What if like you and Jamie,
Okay.
you have to bet?
Jamie doesn't run.
We need this 3-point shootout before we get into this race.
Yeah, let's do the 3-point
You can
shootout.
do that too.
And then we need to do a race.
You can do that too.
You don't run,
But-
do you?
Yeah.
But
Do you?
do
Oh,
people
fuck
do
yeah.
that though? It seems like that would be like a great bet. If these ultra marathon runners really want to put their money where their mouth is, they get together on a track.
See how long
And
they could go.
Let's see who goes first.
Oh,
Oh, that's fucked. That sounds
not a good
That's
idea.
killer, dude. They would never stop. They would never stop.
You can stop to pee or shit. That's it.
What's the math? Because I'm dumb. What's 26 times 4?
Well,
104.
if it's a quarter of a mile, that means four of them are a mile. So it'd be
104.
you'd be pretty close to 100.
You'd have to run 104 times to run a mile. To run a marathon on a track.
Yes.
104 laps.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, could I run 100 laps on a track? Fuck no.
You're closing in on a marathon around 100 times.
Yeah, well, 104 times is a marathon. No way. No fucking way.
Oh.
No, I couldn't-
Imagine you get into like 7.
7. You hit 7 and you're like, all right, I think I did it. I don't want to loop around this thing and watch. Look at this football field again. Miserable. That's you miserable.
Doesn't mean I haven't even hit 8 yet.
Yeah, you're not even close. It's gonna take another 2.5 minutes for you to get to 8.
And then you get there, 8. And you think, I got 92 to go. Ah!